Hi, welcome. My name's Dana, and for the next hour, we're going to practice together. And the theme of today's practice, I'm not sure where you are when you'll be seeing this, but it's morning for me. The theme is joy. And joy is the word that I focused on for the entire year of 2020, which was a year, a very tumultuous year for most of us. So trying to catch glimpses of joy throughout the day as we were all going through some very challenging times, which are continuing, became an exercise sometimes in futility. And I realized joy, excuse me, is not something that can be forced. Joy is an expression of love. And so it's important, I think, that just talking about today's practice, as we move through our asana practice, we experience and we embrace the love that we have for ourselves. And when we embrace that love and compassion for ourselves, joy is sort of the sidecar to that. It's sort of like a feeling of butterflies and I don't know, pleasure. Joy just brings a smile to the face. So as we go through our asana practice this morning, see what you can do in each posture to ignite the smile. And as you ignite that smile, feel that and where it goes through your entire body. Okay, that's the challenge. I did research on joy, and I think I've overthought it, really, quite a bit. But I can tell you what joy is not. Joy is not something that can be forced. And as Theodore Roosevelt said, comparison is the thief of joy. So as you go through your day, as you go through your asana practice today, where you are right now is an entirely new experience. So don't think of who you were yesterday, the last time you were on the mat. When you're on a mat, when you're in class with the people, doesn't matter what they're doing. If you envy their position, their, I don't know, Ardha Chandrasana, then you're taking away from your ability to feel joy for yourself. So let's focus on love and compassion for ourselves, and in that state, embrace that sidecar of joy. All right? So we're going to come onto our backs. You're going to need a blanket, and you might need a block. Up to you for some of the postures. We're going to start on our backs with the blanket rolled underneath our knees. You're going to settle in. And remember, everything that I say this morning is just a suggestion. If it doesn't feel right to you, don't do it. Back off. Take child's pose. Because you are the captain of your ship. And that is another aspect about joy. Joy is when you know that you have the ability and facility to control what you do. That's joy. All right, so we're on our backs. And we're feeling the mat beneath us. We're feeling the air along us, along the top side of our body. And focus in on the earth element of your body, that which is heavy, and let it settle into the ground. And as it settles down, begin to notice what's lighter rising above. Allow the breath to move through the softened nostrils, through the softened throat, and travel maybe through the space between the earth element and that which is lighter. As you continue to settle in, keeping the throat soft, we're going to begin with a pranayama practice of a 3-part breath. So we're going to place our hands with our fingers spread wide on our bellies. We're going to breathe into our belly. When we breathe into our belly, we're going to feel it fill up like a balloon into our hands. And as we exhale, we're going to feel that draw down. We're going to do that 5 times. And then we're going to move our hands to our rib cage, spreading our rib cage from the lower ribs up to pretty much under bust. We're going to breathe into that space, feeling the ribs expand into our hands. And then we're going to move to the upper chest, toward the collarbones, where the upper lungs roost. And we're going to breathe into the collarbones. We're going to do that 5 times as well. And then after we do 5, 5, and 5, we're going to knit that together. We're going to take one breath, breathing from the belly to the mid-chest, to the upper chest, and we're going to exhale. So it's going to turn into a wave of breath, which is going to be very calming for our bodies. So here we go. Hands on your bellies, fingers are spread. You're going to inhale, fill the belly with air. And as you exhale, feel that belly move down toward the spine. Again, inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. And inhaling. And exhaling. Good. Now move your hands to the outer ribs, fingers reaching toward the midline of your body. And we're going to isolate this area. So as you inhale, you want to feel the ribs expand into the hands. So here we go. While the belly is soft. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more time, inhaling. And exhaling. Now you're going to move your hands up to your collarbones and inhale, filling the upper area of the body, relaxing the mid to lower. So inhale. And exhale. Again, inhaling. Exhaling. You might even feel the shoulder blades pressing into the mat as you inhale again. And exhale. Again, inhale. Exhaling. Last time inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Now we're going to knit that all together. So place your hands reaching from the baby fingers on the hips, thumbs reaching up toward the under bust. And we're going to inhale from the belly to the mid-chest to the upper chest. And exhale from the upper chest to the mid-chest to the belly. Again, inhaling. Belly, mid, upper. Exhaling, upper, mid, belly. Inhaling, belly, mid-chest, upper chest. Exhaling, upper chest, mid-belly. belly. Inhaling again from the belly, the mid-chest, the upper chest. Maybe you have a little bit more space, you can take another sip of breath. And exhale all the way down to your belly. And inhale. Exhaling. Again, inhaling. Exhaling, remembering upper chest, mid-chest, belly. Inhaling, belly, mid-chest, upper chest. Exhaling, upper chest, mid-chest, belly. Continuing, inhaling. Exhaling. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Release your hands from your body. Let them rest at your sides. And just feel in. You might feel tingling, maybe some popping, some pulsing through your body. And hopefully that breath brought a little bit more awareness inside. And again, awareness is key to connecting to joy. So we're going to remove our blankets and we're going to roll to our sides. You're going to cradle your head in your hand. You're going to take that top leg and cross it over the long extended leg. So I'm on my left side, my left leg is long. I'm going to dorsal flex that left foot. I'm going to pulse it up to the sky for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'm going to raise my body up, place my hand underneath my shoulder, hand reaching out. Top leg is still bent, as you can see. And now I'm going to lift my hips off the ground as I inhale. And I'm going to bring that arm over my head in line with my ear. And then as I exhale, I'm going to bring my hip down and my hand down to touch my inner knee. And I'm going to keep that arm in plane as I inhale, arching up. And as I exhale, I'm going to come down. And I'm going to inhale, and I'm going to come all the way up, arching the body. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to do that one more time. Inhaling, coming up. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring it down. Good. I'm going to switch to the second side. So I'm going to just lay onto my right side, cradling my head. My left leg is going to be bent. I'm going to dorsal flex my left foot. And I'm going to pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring that leg down. Lift your body up so that your hand is beyond the shoulder, fingers reaching out. So again, dorsal flexion, that outer edge of the foot is going to be what you're going to be balancing on. As you inhale, lift the body up, arm overhead. And then as you exhale, bring the hip down, hand stays in plane, fingers touch the inner knee. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, bring it down. And inhale, bring it up. And exhale, bring it down. Again, inhale, bring it up. Stretching. Oh my goodness, that feels so good. Exhale, bring it down. One more time, just like that. Inhale, bring it up. And as you exhale, bring it down. Good job. We're going to come onto our bottoms. We're going to take a wide Janu Shirsasana. Or pardon me, not Janu. We're going to come into a Baddha Konasana. So we're going to keep the heels away from the groins as opposed to having the heels way in. Take it looser. All right? And just place your hands on your shin bones. Root down through the sits bones, lifting up and feeling in. Back of the neck is long. Smile. Breathing. Just taking the time to connect the dots within your body. Using the breath. Feeling the sensation. And hopefully as you do that, if you take this time for yourself with love and kindness, it will bring you joy. On your next exhalation, you're going to let yourself just fall forward. Letting the head hang. Very organic shape here. You're not trying to get anywhere, but get a little bit more length through the spine. As the sits bones press into the earth and you tuck your chin, maybe you shake your head in the no direction, maybe in the yes direction. But breathe now into the back body. You have greater capacity to breathe back there now that you're arching. And then inhale, come all the way up. And we're going to twist. So left hand behind, right hand on the thigh. And just allow your body to turn, looking over that left shoulder. Every inhalation, lifting and lengthening. Exhale, twisting. Again, smiling. And then inhale, look over the forward shoulder. And we're going to twist the other direction. So right hand behind, left on the thigh or knee. Inhale, lifting and lengthening. Exhale, twisting. Again, feeling the sensation. And feeling sensation, having control over that, for me, brings me joy. And then exhale, look over the forward shoulder. And release that. We're going to come into our Janu Shirsasana. So you're going to extend the left leg long and bring the right foot into the left inner groin. And as you push the foot into the groin, you're going to root down to the sits bones. You're going to lengthen the body and bring your hands down. So in yoga, we're always moving in opposite directions. So as I'm going to bring my body forward, I'm reaching the heel away, but I'm drawing the head of the femur bone back. So that action of the femur bone moving back helps propel me forward. Hands on either side, excuse me, of the leg, and extend the chest. You can tuck the chin. The back of the neck is long. And again, feel in, breathing into the side body. Softening the throat. And smile. Maybe through today's practice, you can smile throughout the whole thing. And see how that just is like a nuclear reaction of joy. It keeps building and building and building and building. There's a lot of power in a smile. And then inhale, come up. What we're going to do now is we're going to add a little bit of a twist to that action that we did earlier. So as you inhale, lift the hips up, arm overhead, and you're going to sweep that hand behind you, bringing the hips down. And then inhale, lift it up, and exhale, bring it down. And inhale, lift it up, and exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring it down. One more time, just like that. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, bring it down. Lovely. We're going to switch sides now to our Janu Shirsasana A, second side. Throughout practice this morning, we're going to do a lot of twists because twists bring me joy. And if I can express my sense of joy through the asana, I hope that that is something that will build and that you'll be able to feel it as well. So anyway, hands on either side of the forward leg, dorsal flexion, toes coming toward the knee, heel reaching away, feeling more of the back of the flesh of the leg on the mat as the femur bone moves into or moves backward toward the back of your mat. You're reaching forward. And smile. Back of the neck is long. Just feeling in. Breathing into the back body. Take one more deep breath here. And then we're going to go into that twisted hip lift. So you're going to take the left hand behind you. Inhale, lift the hips up, circling the arm overhead. And as you exhale, hips down, sweeping the arm back. Inhale, lift it up. Oh my goodness. Exhale, brings it down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Last time. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Very good. Go ahead, cross your ankles, coming into your table position. As you exhale, curve and round, take the spine up to the sky. Inhale, belly drops, head, tail, and shoulders come up. As you exhale, look over the left shoulder, left hip forward. Inhale through center, and exhale, switching sides. Inhaling through center. All right, we're going to go through a low vinyasa. Here, so take your hands about one hand forward from where they were. Toes are tucked under. And as you exhale, chest, chin forward of those fingers. And then drop the hips down, tops the feet on the mat. Roll the shoulders back into your Bhujangasana. Exhaling down, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up, press the hands down and forward, taking it back to a puppy pose. Stretching the armpit, chest. Oh my goodness, that feels ever so wonderful. And then inhale up through your table. All right, we're going to do a little glute work. Because glute work, how else do you spell joy? So, bring the right knee up, right foot parallel to the ceiling, thigh parallel to the ground. And we're going to pulse the leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up, pulse it higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Externally rotate that leg. Now keeping the thigh parallel to the ground, pulse it towards your shoulder for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it closer for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees to touch. This is where the joy meter is going to start peaking. Lift it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up, peaking now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Exhale, curve and round, spine up to the sky. Inhale, belly drops, head, tail, and shoulders come up. Exhale, look over the right shoulder, right hip forward. Inhale through center. And exhale, switching sides. Inhale through center. All right. So now we're going to continue before we move on to the second side. You're going to extend the right leg long out to the side. Left hand out to the side, so we've got this lateral extension. And working on your balance, knee and elbow together under the body for 5. Inhale. 4, inhale, 3, inhale, 2, inhale, 1, inhale, good, hand lands, sweep the right foot forward to the outside of the right hand, walk the left leg back, top of the left foot on the mat. We're going to come into our lizard pose. So you can turn the toes outward. You can place your hand on your thigh, turning the body toward the thigh, dropping the hip, and again, finding the joy in the posture. It's individual. You may be like, I don't like the feeling of that. So then bring your hands down and keep your body forward, coming to the outer blade of the foot. Or maybe you bring your hands down, your elbows down onto the mat, rocking side to side. You can't force joy. We want to enter with authenticity. So I'm choosing just to rock my hips side to side. If you'd like another variation, feel free, you can bend the knee, reach for the foot, and draw the foot closer to the glute as you turn toward the bent knee. And there's so many options, so many ways that you can embrace your joy. You just have to take the chance to do it. And if you've got the foot, release the foot. Back toes are going to tuck under. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come into a gecko push-up since we're already halfway there. So the thumbs are going to mimic the corner of the left side of your mat. You can have the toes tucked under, you can have the foot down, or you can tuck the toes under, lift the knee up for a little bit more of a power gecko. But a gecko in general is an exhale as you turn toward the bent knee, lowering the body, and then inhaling up. It's a push-up. So exhaling down for 4, inhaling up, exhaling for 3, inhaling up, exhaling for 2, inhaling up, exhaling for 1, inhaling up, drop the back knee if it was already up, and come back through center, back into your table, exhaling, curving around your spine up to the sky. Inhale, belly drops, head, tail, and shoulders come up. As you exhale, look over the left shoulder, left hip forward. Inhaling through center. And as you exhale, switching sides. Inhaling through center. All right, let's do one low vinyasa to wipe the slate clean here. Toes are tucked under, hands forward of where they just were. Inhaling up through your table, exhale. Cat bow. Drop it all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhaling down, tuck the toes under, press the hands down and forward. As you exhale, take it back to your puppy pose. Oh, that's yummy. Deep breath here. And then inhale up through your table. We're going to move to the second side. So, foot parallel to the ceiling. We're going to pulse it up for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Externally rotate it. Pulse it toward the shoulder for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it closer for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees touch. And inhale, take it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee down. Oh my goodness. Move my body a little bit more. We're going to now do that lateral extension. So extend the left leg long. Hopefully I won't hit my wall. Right arm out
and under the body for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hand lands, sweep the left foot to the outside of the left hand, walk the right leg back, top of the right foot's on the mat, and then turn toward the bent leg into your lizard. Again, many options here. Oh my goodness, this feels delicious. So this is an option, just staying here. You can bring that elbows down to the mat, rocking side to side. You can stay up and just drop the hips a little bit more. Maybe even decide to tuck the toes under, rocking forward and back. Up to you. But we're getting into the monk of the hip. And if you turn toward the bent knee, you're getting a little bit more into the IT band of that extended leg. If you'd like to do another variation, grab for the foot with the opposite hand, drawing it towards your glute. You can take the hips back, you can bring them forward. Again, joy comes when you have, I think, control of the situation. And as you practice your asana, you do. All of us teachers are merely suggesting. But then we release the foot if you had it. And we're going to come into the gecko push-up. So you can keep the knee down and do your push-up like this, working on creating more upper body strength. Or if you want, you can lift the back knee up and have a little bit more of a power gecko. As you exhale, though, you're going to turn toward the bent knee, inhaling up, exhaling for 4, inhaling up, exhaling for 3, inhaling up, exhaling for 2, inhaling up, exhaling for 1. Good, bring the knee down, both knees down, hands forward. We're going to circle the hips. Beautiful organic hip circles. And then circle the hips in the other direction. And before we move on to our standing sequence, let's go ahead and just come into a little child's pose, forehead on the ground. You can make fists with the hands and rotate through the wrists. And then rotate the wrists in the other direction. Good, then place your hands underneath your shoulders and you're going to sit up. I'm going to take my sweater off at this moment. Very important to be comfortable. All right, so now that we've done that, we are going to sit and we're going to do some Kapālabhāti breath. So that's a belly breath where the exhale is the focus of the breath practice. So the exhale is very active, the inhale is passive. So as our first breath practice where we focused first putting our hands on the belly, that's where the breath is going to be moving from, okay? So you're going to inhale, and as you exhale, start your breath. Regular breath, settle in. Just feel the experience of that breath, having warmed you up even a little bit more, but connecting some more dots within through that bellow action of the muscles through the belly. Back of the neck is long, feel the pulsing, maybe a little vibrating. We're going to do that again. So you're going to inhale, and the exhale begins the breath. So inhale,
Inhale, regular breath. And just feel in. Let the body move, let the air move like a wave through your body. Embracing the experience of that bellows breath. Very good. So now keeping the heels and the hips glued together, we're going to walk our hands forward, forehead on the ground, spread the fingers like starfish, and then come up onto the knees, tuck the toes under. We're going to press back into our dog, keeping the knees bent. Press the hands down and forward, lengthen the side body and the armpit chest. Ears are in line with those arm bones, tail to the sky. And then walk your dog. Straightening one leg and then the other. And then coming back into a bent knee dog. Inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, straighten your legs. And then inhale, looking forward. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, straighten the legs. One more time. Inhale, bending knees, looking forward. Exhale, straightening the legs. So as you push the hands down and forward, lengthening the side body up to the tail, the inner groins are reaching back. Quads are hugging to the bone, kneecaps are lifted, heels reaching to the ground. So now moving from the switchboard, which is right here, I want you to roll forward into your plank. And then again, moving from the switchboard, roll yourself back to your dog. From the switchboard, roll yourself forward to your plank. And as you exhale, rolling back to your dog. Inhaling, rolling into your plank. And as you exhale, rolling back to your dog. Lovely. From here, you can knees, chest, chin, vinyasa, or inhale forward into your plank. From here, chaturanga. From your chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha, your upward facing dog. And roll over those toes. Exhaling, pardon me, downward facing dog. Pressing the hands down and forward, deep breath through the nose. Out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more time. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Big toes touch. Inhale, take the left leg up. And as you exhale, bring that knee toward the chin. And then look forward, placing the foot between the hands. You're going to drop the hips, keeping the back toes tucked under. We're going to come into a crescent. But again, enjoy the journey. Find the joy in the journey. So the hips are dropping as you bring the trunk up. All right? So boom, 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 up it goes. Then in your full expression of your crescent, arms are up. But if that kind of kills your joy, if it impacts your breath so you're having a hard time breathing, don't do it. You can bring your arms into cactus or keep your hands on your hips. But ultimately, the breath is first. And when you feel the depth of your breath, it adds a little bit more energy to your smile. And that's where the joy is. Okay? So your arms are up. You're going to eventually bring them back and down. So they're facing back into like a little airplane position as you reach your body forward. All right? So from here, we're going to come into a modified Vira 3. So trust yourself. Have some fun here. Standing leg stays bent slightly as you raise the right leg. Reaching the fingernails to the back of your mat. Back of the neck is long.
coming into this airplane. I mean, and totally feel the joy. I mean, this is fun. It's playful. I mean, think of kids. Kids just play and they have a great time and they're just filled with joy. They're like little bundles of joy. So keeping the standing leg bent, we're going to come up into a high marching position. I mean, that was fun, wasn't it? Certainly it was fun. All right. So fingernails reaching up to the sky, inner shoulder reaching down. So now we have to make a transition. We're going to transition to our Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, which will be thoughtful. So lift the pelvic floor. Visualize where you want this right foot to go to. Bend the standing leg and slowly land it. All right, good job. You might have to adjust a little bit. That's okay. Drop the hips. Lift the trunk, arms into a T, hugging the back quad to the bone, settling in. Again, find your smile. Find your joy in your Virabhadrasana 2. And then come into your thoughtful warrior, reaching that left arm overhead, lifting up off the hip girdle, lengthening both side bodies. And then how about if you straighten the forward leg, coming into your thoughtful triangle. And then from your thoughtful triangle, let's go ahead and exhale, coming into your full triangle. Reaching the body long, long, long. And again, as I said earlier, in yoga, we're always moving opposite directions. So as you're reaching long and forward, the hip is reaching back. And then the hand can land. And then draw back on the bowstring, opening the chest up. What brings me joy is teaching. Every time I teach, I prefer to have actual students, but I can make do. We all are making do. And that makes us more resilient, more opportunity to find joy in unexpected places, which is nice. All right, so here we're in our triangle pose. This is where you might need a block. So let me grab my block. I'm sorry, I didn't think about that earlier. If you need a block, you're going to grab your block, and the block can be in either of the three positions, but it's going to be beyond the baby toe, out to the side. All right, so from your triangle position, let the top hand rest on the side body, tiptoe forward. If you're using the block, hand on the block, and stack the right hip on top of the left. Energy through that heel. It's reaching up and also pushing through the moon of the big toe. And then you can draw back on the bowstring, opening the chest up to you. Breathing, smiling. Being like, oh my goodness, look at what I'm doing now. Good, then place the top hand on the side body again, bend the standing leg, and you're going to make that transition again back. So we want to lift the pelvic floor as we reach the leg back, and we're going to bring our feet parallel, coming into a pasarita leg, so a wide-legged position. Hands on the hips. Inhale, lift the shoulder blades up, drawing the elbows together, lifting the chin. And as you exhale, folding forward into your Pasarita Padottanasana. Let the head hang. Maybe shake the head in the no direction. Oh my goodness, and then the yes direction. Elbows reaching up to the sky, chest drawing closer toward the inner legs. Lifting the dome of the foot, and as you lift the domes of the feet, you might feel it in the groins all the way up. Softening the toes, we're pressing down to the moon of the big toe, the moon of the baby toe, inner heel and outer heel. And then place the hands down. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, place your hands back on your hips. Inhale, come all the way up. We're going to heel toe our feet so that they're wider than hip distance apart. Yes, here we are. So we get to have another little amuse-bouche of breath, and we're going to do the breath of joy. So again, it is also a 3-part breath. It's one breath divided into 3 parts. So the first part of the breath is in the lower diaphragm. Second part is in the mid diaphragm. Third part is in the upper chest. All right? So it's inhale, inhale more, and release. So you inhale here, inhale mid, inhale upper, and release. But we have arms. So the arm movement is we inhale, inhale, inhale the last third, and exhale, folding. So it's inhaling, 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 exhaling, inhaling, palms up, inhaling, arms all the way up, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, 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 exhaling. I'm going to assume that you got that because you're not really there for me right this minute. So let's do this together. So remember, inhaling lower third, mid third, upper third, one breath, and then a big exhale as we drop our hands down. So inhale. And then roll yourself up. So that is called the breath of joy. And what class that is focused on joy wouldn't incorporate breath of joy? And that's a wonderful breath to incorporate when you're feeling a little sluggish. It definitely helps invigorate and revive the spirit. All right, so now we're going to move to the back of the mat and step into your dog. Inhale forward into your plank. Again, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, urdhva mukha. Exhaling, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Bring the big toes to touch, and this time take the right leg up. And as you exhale, sweep it forward. In between the hands, drop the hips. And feel in. There's no rush here. We're coming into our crescent pose. So you're pushing down to the moon of the big toe. You're pushing the foot forward as you drop the hips down, cranking the trunk up. Energy through that back heel. The back knee can be bent. That's totally fine. It's up to you. Go for the feeling. Go for the levity in the posture. If you'd like to, you can bring your arms up to the sky. Or cactus. And if that's not working for you, you can keep them on your hips. But we want to, with the right hip reaching forward, the right hip reaches back. Left hip reaches forward while the left heel reaches back. And we kind of meet the trunk in the middle. Good. From your crescent pose, sweep your hands back, bringing your body closer to your forward thigh. And remember, think about having fun here. We're going to go into our march after we do our Virabhadrasana 3. So you're going to push off the back foot, keep the standing leg bent. Energy through that left heel. Standing leg is supple, extending through the crown of the head and through the heel of the back foot. Just hanging out. It's like, woo. And then, knowing next, up, woo, into your high march position. So lifting that left knee up, reaching through the fingernails, drawing the inner line of the shoulder blade down. Just feeling how tall you can get. It's like, oh my goodness, this feels so lovely. This is joy. You're like, no, Dana, Joy is Virabhadrasana too. Okay, we'll make a deal. Let's go there next. Lift the pelvic floor, bend the standing leg, visualize where that left leg's going to go. It's going to land way back. Adjust your stance, heel arch alignment, and then into your Vira 2. Good. From your Vira 2, as you drop the hips, lifting the chest, broadening the sternum bone into the armpit chest, and let that spread all the way through the fingernails. Come into your thoughtful warrior. Lifting up off the hip girdle, trying to extend both side bodies somewhat evenly, and then straighten the forward leg, coming into your thoughtful triangle. And then reach all the way for your Uttita Trikonasana, your triangle pose. Reaching long, long, long. Remember, you're reaching forward, well, with the right leg forward, right hip's reaching back. And then drop the hand, draw back on the bowstring. Stacking those shoulders, your driste is at the hand in the sky. If that bothers your head, look forward or look down at the foot. Find your joy in this position. Make it yours. Good, and then exhale, look down. Put the top hand on the side body. Tiptoe forward. Raise the leg up to the sky, coming into your Ardha Chandrasana. And then draw back on the bowstring. Reaching that arm to the sky. Your driste eventually is at the hand in the sky as well. But maybe today your gaze is down. That's where your focus is as you raise the left heel to the sky, pushing through the moon of the big toe as well. Good, then bend the standing leg, place the hand on the side body, and you're going to step back, coming into a wide-legged position in a Pasarita leg. This time you're going to interlace the fingers behind the back, bring the backs of the hands toward the ground, inhale, looking up, and as you exhale, folding forward. Arms overhead, shoulder blades toward the spine. Let the head hang. Again, press down to the moon of the big toe and the inner heel as you lift the inner arches. Tail reaching to the ceiling. Arms are reaching overhead even more. And then release the hands. And draw your body closer toward your right leg, your right foot. But then open the chest up, moving the chest away from the leg. Then continue to draw the chest toward the leg as you open the chest up as if you're shining the light up to the ceiling. And then release that. Walk to the other side, hands on the outer edge of the left foot. Maybe you come into a little bind. But again, as you bring your chest, your body closer to that leg, open the chest up, arching a little bit. Good, and release. Walk your hands back over to the first leg and sit yourself down. So the heels off and turn yourself toward the extended leg. Just feeling in. And then bring your hands down. You're going to go to the second side. Heel off the ground. Turn your body toward that extended leg, feeling a stretch of the inner line of the leg, most likely. And then go back to the first side. Hands down, try to keep the heel down, stretching. Walk the hands to the other side. Again, stretching, staying low. Coming into a bit of a skanda here. If you're like, I've got that, I'd rather not have my hands on the ground, then feel free to stay low and skanda without using the hands. Graceful movement, side to side, staying low. Oh my goodness. Again, feeling the joy within. And there's a lot to celebrate in yoga. All these little connections that we make. Spiritually, physically, with the breath. It's like, my God, look at what I did today. That was a day of joy. Hands to the front of the mat. Sweep the left leg up. And as you exhale, you're going to take it underneath your body. Outer blade of the foot's piercing the ground. Draw back on the bowstring, opening up the chest. And as you exhale, sweep it underneath the body for 5. Inhale, open. Exhale for 4. Inhale, open. Exhale for 3. Inhale, open. Exhale for 2. Inhale, open. Exhale for 1. Inhale, open. Land the hand. Reach that leg up. And then bring, let's just bring it down. I'm running out of time. Inhale, take the opposite leg up. Stack it. And as you exhale, sweep it underneath the body. Hit my wall. Inhale, opening up the bowstring. And as you exhale, sweep it under the body for 5. Inhale, open. Exhaling for 4. Inhale, open. Exhaling for 3. Inhale, open. Exhaling for 2. Inhale, open. Exhaling for 1. Inhale, open. Beautiful. Plant the hand and just step back to your dog. And then inhale forward into your plank. Drop your knees. Cat bow. Drop it all the way down. Roll the shoulders back. Bhujangasana. Exhaling all the way down. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips up. Press up to your table. And back to your puppy pose. From your puppy pose, untuck those toes and come into your child's pose. Relaxing the shoulders, breathing into the back body. Nice. And then reach the fingertips forward. We're going to come onto our bottoms, however you do. And we're going to come onto our backs. And from this position, just place your hands on your bellies, similar to how we started this morning, and draw the lower back to the mat. Feeling the belly hollow out slightly. Throat stays soft, back of the neck is long. Just feeling in, whatever you feel, it's beautiful. But remember, wear that smile of joy. And then relax the lower back, so lower dotted curve returns. You're going to cross the right leg over the left, coming into your figure 4. And then from this figure 4, we're going to come into an up and also without using the hands if you can. If not, go ahead, feel free to thread the hands underneath so you're holding the back of the left leg. But if you can, you want to move that right knee away while you're drawing the left knee towards you. So there's a great deal of opposition and tension, but a delicious type of tension that's building up. Pulling the back toward the ground. Feet are very active, chest is soft. And then you're going to put the foot down and let the knees, the feet drop over toward the left side. So the right leg is bent. And you're going to reach your arms overhead and walk your stretch. Just feeling in. Nice. And then come back through center. Bring the knees into the chest, nice and wide. Hands on your knees, stir the pot. Polishing those hip bones with the head of the femur bones. And stir the pot in the other direction. And then plant the feet yet again, crossing the left over the right. Dorsal flexion. And then you lift the right foot off the ground. You can interlace the fingers behind the leg, or feel free to try it without. Drawing the right knee towards you as you move the left knee away from you. Feeling the shift through the hips. And just feeling in. It's all good. Lovely. And then plant the right foot and let the feet fall over toward the right side. And again, reach the arms overhead and walk your stretch. Feeling a delicious stretch through the belly. And then bring the legs through center, knees back into the chest. As you exhale, head and shoulders up off the mat, pressing the mid and lower back onto your mats. And then head and shoulders back. Bring the soles of the feet together into your Baddha Konasana. Place your hands on your thigh bones and push those thigh bones away from your rib cage. Oh, very nice. And now bring those knees back into the chest. Take the legs straight up to the sky. And you're going to internally rotate that left leg so the toes are reaching in toward the midline, the medial line of the body. And then bring that leg down. Internally rotate the right. And bring that leg down so the toes are reaching towards each other. Robot arms, press the elbows down, roll the shoulders under. Release the hands, palms face up. Relax the legs. Shavasana. And in your Shavasana corpse pose, just allow yourself to melt. Feeling that earth element in your body, returning to the ground. Relaxing the back of the head and the throat. Softening the shoulders and the backs of the arms and hands. Softening the chest. Relaxing the belly. Releasing any tension that you're feeling through the right leg. You reach the heel away slightly and let it just melt into the ground. Releasing any tension through the left leg. Maybe reach the heel of that left foot a little bit farther away. And allow yourself to come into stillness. The root of the tongue is plump. Space between the upper jaw and lower jaw. So just feel the breath move in waves through your body. I'll call you back when it's time.
Begin to bring your awareness deeper into the spaces of your bodies by deepening your breath, licking your lips and swallowing, and gently rock the head side to side. Begin to wiggle the fingers and toes, and reach the arms overhead, stretching long and tall from the tips of the fingers down to the bottoms of the toes. And then bring one knee into the chest, giving it a hug. Bring the other knee in, giving both knees a hug. Appreciating your bodies for the magnificent gifts that they are to you and that you are to each one of us. And then let go of your knees and roll to your side. And while you're there with your eyes shut, think of 3 things you're grateful for today. And then keeping the eyes closed, press yourself up to a comfortable dynamic seat. We'll bring our hands together at our heart center in Anjali Mudra. We'll share a breath, so exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And as you exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center. Bow your head, honoring yourself, your community, this tradition of yoga. Hands to the brow, signifying right thoughts. To the lips for right words. And to the heart for right actions. Namaste.